even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life won't get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
All right, Mark, it's story time. Tell us a story.
Uh, you sound like you got the story, not me.
Bro, I don't have no stories.
I don't know why you think I got a story.
Bro, DJ Marky Mark always has stories, bro.
Not this week. I don't got nothing good. Nothing to make the folks laugh.
Uh, well, I had a pod yesterday with a group of my friends. It was I believe the most people. It was 5 people, so 6 total. Wait, no, it's 4, 5 total. It's cool, bro. I'm just trying to get booked as much. I have another one today. I think at 8:30 or 9. So I'm just trying to get booked up and just grow this bad boy, bro.
I hear you.
Try to get the Guardians paid, bro.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, what you been up to this week, bro?
Oh, well.
What was last week and this week? Give me an update.
I mean, all I did that was fun was I guess it's been a minute since I've been on the pod. I went to the Vanderbilt, Tennessee game for basketball. Of course, Vanderbilt beat them. And then I went Saturday to the Vanderbilt UK game, and the Doors pulled it out too. So, yo, the SEC,
They ranked yet?
yeah, they got ranked 24th.
Bro, I've been saying this for a couple years. You have also talked about this. SEC basketball is on the rise, bro.
It's stacked, dog. It is unbelievable.
And I hope it's here to stay. So I'm gonna read off the graphic you sent.
I think it is, bro. They're projected to get 13 teams in the tournament, which is a record.
Damn. So I'm gonna read off the graphic you sent in the group message. So Auburn's at 1, Bama's at 4, Gators at 5, UT's at 8, Kentucky's at 12, A&M's 13, Mississippi State's 14, Mizzou's 20, Ole Miss 23, Vanderbilt 24.
Yeah. I'm watching
That's
Kentucky
wild.
right now.
Because who they playing?
Tennessee and Kentucky are playing right now. It's like 3 minutes left.
Who's winning?
Kentucky by 5.
By 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I hope it continues to.
Bro. This might be outlandish, but I might say it. I might say it, Finis.
You're just gonna say what I think you're gonna say.
Are we at an era where basketball in the SEC might be better than the football in the SEC?
No.
I'm just saying, dog.
No.
About to break a record. About to break our NCAA record for the most teams in a tournament.
True, that is
top 20, 10 of them in the top 25 out of 16 teams. That's absurd.
Now, well, that's true, but if you also look at football, which at SEC top 25, they also are pretty hot, heavy in the top 25. Here's what I'll say though. Yes, we're having a good year as a conference, and there are some teams that have been pretty consistent. Like your Tennessee's been pretty consistent for the most historically. You're obviously Kentucky's, even like Auburn in more recent years have been pretty consistent. So I view it as a one-off for right now. Will this kid 5 to 10 years down the road, are we still having this conversation? Then we can talk about.
I think you are. I believe.
I hope so. I
think
so,
you are. I
hope so.
really do. There's just going to be momentum carried over. If these coaches retire or whatnot, you're still the top kids are still going to go because I think we're at a position now. I know the SEC didn't win a national title this year in football, but I think we're in the position now to claim that that it's the best conference period in sports.
I mean,
collegiate sports, it's the best in the big 3. It is.
if you're talking about considering every sport across the conferences, SEC, you can make that argument now. Maybe not basketball just yet, but if you look at gymnastics, you look at softball,
That's what I'm
if you look
saying.
at every sport, you can almost argue that now.
That
In the
is my
totality.
argument.
Yeah, in
That it
totality.
is.
Yeah.
It's just the creme de la creme. Like the
Yeah.
best athletes, the best. Like that used to be the football adage. The best athletes go to the SEC schools to play football. Duh. Now you're starting to see it in basketball. Obviously, baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball's
Yeah.
always been loaded, right? So you're starting to see in the big three, and then in the women's game. I mean, they got a lot of ranked teams in the women's basketball too. So
And softball. Softball,
yeah, yes.
women's SEC is,
And
and
like you
I
said,
think,
gymnastics is loaded usually.
and hang on, Mark. Whoa, what just happened? Hold up. But yeah, dude. So I think SEC soccer is pretty solid as well.
They are. Well, prime example, I'll just throw Kentucky out there, right? Kentucky this year has beaten Duke. Okay. They beat Gonzaga. And I think they beat one more really good team. And they're 3-3 in SEC play.
For Kentucky,
Yeah, they beat Duke, they beat Gonzaga, and I'm pretty sure they beat someone else that was really good. And they're 3-3 in SEC play.
they're beating each other up.
Dude,
That's what
that's
coming down
just
to.
that's just how good the league is, man. It's unbelievable.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. We have a special guest joining us for the Guardian 615. Here, I don't know. Scoot in.
How you doing?
We got
How you doing?
Ethan,
What's going on?
who's also gonna be on Uncle Strip here pretty soon. And since we're speaking basketball, do you watch college ball?
I haven't really, but I stay in tune.
He's a big basketball nerd, so I figured no better guy to have talk basketball than Mr. Ethan here. We were talking about how SEC basketball is on the rise because they have, how was it, 13 teams in the top 25 right now?
10 in the top 25, but 13 are supposed to make the tournament, which would be a NCAA record.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I hope SEC ball. I hope the SEC team wins the March Madness. To be honest, at this point,
Who's your favorite SEC
Well, you get
team,
13
Mark?
teams in, I imagine your probabilities.
here he asked the question.
Sorry. Mark, who's your favorite SEC basketball team?
Oh, Vanderbilt Commodores.
So this is an absolute diehard Vanderbilt fan right here.
All right.
And Mark,
Right.
he was
Okay.
just at the Vandy UT game. Well, Tennessee. So, I heard Texas. When you say UT, you got to specify what you're talking about.
All right. Well, now that big UT is in the league, we call, the University of Tennessee UT Junior. So,
Absolutely not.
yep, they're UT Junior. Big Tech.
No.
Texas is bigger than Tennessee. Come on.
No. That
And
doesn't matter.
and collegiate athletics, Texas is bigger. It's a bigger brand.
That doesn't matter. What matters is who was first. Okay, that's what matters.
I'm gonna call him UT Junior to the day I die.
No, well, he's just saying that because he's a Vanderbilt fan.
Okay.
But University of Tennessee is big bro because they were a university before the state of Texas was even a state. So we're just gonna put respect on Tennessee's name. They're just big bro. Texas is little bro. Sometimes the little bro's stronger. Sometimes the little bro is better. But they're still little
Texas
bro.
is
You know what I'm
Texas is big bro.
No, they're not. They literally came second. You can't be big bro if you're younger. This is
UT
impossible.
Junior, University of Tennessee.
So Mark, I got a question for you. Since we're on the topic of college basketball, okay,
Yes.
how do you feel about the one and done thing with college basketball players going into the NBA, and how do you feel NIL is going to change that for top recruits?
It's definitely going to change it to the aspect. Guys who are going to be lottery picks, right? They're going to go, right? They're not going to get that money from NIL, but anybody that falls outside of a lottery pick could justify staying in college, especially second rounders. It's going to affect it for sure, and it's already affected it with the NFL, right? So guys that get those mid-round grades are staying in college because they can make, millions or whatever, a couple million compared to what, they'd make the league minimum if they're drafted in the 6th, 7th round, right? So it's definitely affecting it. And that's what NFL has said. They've said, like, the talent gap from guys, the way it used to be, you could find gyms in rounds 3 through 5, and they say it's a whole lot harder now with the NIL because a lot of those guys just stay in school, collect a couple million or whatever they're getting paid, then come out, get a higher draft grade, the next year. So it's definitely going to affect it. I mean, these guys, I think, will stay in school, honestly, or they'll just one and done at each school they go to, which a lot of them do anyway, right? A lot of them transfer to multiple schools. Who's ever going to, give them the bigger check? But so, yeah, I mean, definitely not lottery picks, but guys that fall outside of the lottery and definitely second rounders. I think it's definitely going to play a big part.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Roll Tide.
Oh my God!
We don't give pissed nothing about the Tide.
And to that point, also, I mean, it's just so justifiable to stay in school because you're going to make more money, and then you can. I mean, let's say you can increase your draft stock a whole lot too. Just depending, of course, but.
Whoa. To follow up with that, I don't know how much the NFL is a little bit different because you see a lot of NFL guys coming into the. What are you doing, man? You see them coming into the league like after a couple of years of college versus the NBA.
Right.
You don't see a lot of guys come in late because it hurts their
Right.
draft stock, just their age alone, whether they're good or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of hard to tell. You know what I mean?
Like
The NBA is a business,
right.
and they bank on the young ones, even
Right.
outside of the lottery.
Now, now also there could be this caveat too. I still think guys that are in second round will stay and collect a check from a school, but I know with the revenue share in college now, it's basically like a cap. So each school, they're going to have from the revenue from ESPN, whatever, they're going to have roughly around $20 million for all their athletics. So they're going to have to divvy up what percentage goes to what a sport, right? So, like prime example, let's just say University of Texas, right? They'll probably divvy out what 85% of that money to football, right? And then they're probably going to give men's basketball 10%, and then that 5% it's got to be dispersed amongst all that. So that could play a role too, but it's all dependent on how they're going to disperse the money because there's going to be other schools probably like Duke, right? That the bigger share is probably going to go to basketball, or Kentucky, the bigger share is probably going to go to basketball than football. So that's another interesting caveat that's coming to the NCAA.
I saw somewhere that they're gonna have a cap to how many players you can have on a team, like including walk-ons.
Right. Yeah. Well,
What did you see that? What is that?
yeah, it's they basically, and I don't know why the SEC didn't join this. SEC is still keeping for football specifically their 85 scholarship cap on the SEC schools, but I'm pretty sure like the Big 10, Big 12, and ACC, they're able to basically give out like 120 scholarships now, right? But the SEC is still keeping the 85 cap. I don't know why, but
Oh, so NCAA football scholarship limit. So what the thing is, there's gonna be in 2025 to 2026 season. This is across all conferences.
right.
I believe it's Division One. 85 players on scholarship is the cap, and the cap for total players is 105. So you're gonna have the 85, and then you can
Right.
have what is
That's
that?
what I was saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
20 walk-ons basically.
But
Because I
the
believe
SEC, but that's what I'm saying. The SEC is hard capping it at 85 for whatever reason still.
you talk about 85 players.
Hey, they can have 85. They can have as many players as they want, like walk-ons, but they
No. That's what I'm saying. This is different. You can only have 105 players. No, SEC included is what I'm saying. This is across the board.
I know, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere where the SEC is still just 85 scholarship players, period. Even though they're bumping it up to you have 105 scholarship players.
No, not 105 scholarship players. 105 total players. So 85 scholarship and then 20 walk-ons is the cap you can have.
Well,
on
see
team.
that right there, that's going to be a big NIL thing, right there, right? So they're what they're probably trying to do, because we've seen this through college athletics too, is unless you're like the blue chipper, right, out of high school, whether you're playing football, the 4 or 5 star, right? Unless you're the 4 or 5 star, you're not a lot of these twos and threes, right, are not getting looked at by Power Four teams, right? You're seeing a lot of kids that are ranked like 3 stars going to the smaller schools, and then they perform, right, and then they transfer.
Right.
But it's kind of degrade. It's kind of like making high school recruiting obsolete. So that's probably a play on to make the high school recruiting more efficient in terms of having more kids on your team, signing bigger high school classes. Like, prime example, like Vanderbilt this year in football only signed 13 kids out of high school, and then they're already up to like 15 signed transfers going into the spring, right?
Damn.
So, and a lot of schools are doing that. So that's probably, to make them recruit high school kids and give them a chance rather than these kids going and develop and then going to like an MTSU, right? And then they play well, then they transfer out, get a bag. Because it actually harms like schools like Middle Tennessee State or like UTSA, right? I mean, it hurts those schools.
Yeah, I agree with you. Mark, you're a smart guy.
No, he doesn't.
That's the first time I've ever heard that in my life. I appreciate that.
He didn't mean it.
I know. You don't have to lie to me.
I didn't laugh.
Mark,
What?
what's up with the Titans, bro?
Oh no,
Dude, dude.
We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it.
Well, I thought it was funny. I saw the other day that Shador all of a sudden now wants to be a Titan. Just magically, Dion was saying he ain't going to the Titans, he ain't doing this, and now all of a sudden Shador wants to be a Titan. I think that's funny. I do like the GM hire just because where he came from, but that also don't mean shit. I mean, just because you work for the Chiefs doesn't mean you're gonna have the same effect when you're running the Titans. But I don't know what they're gonna do. I think they are serious about Travis Hunter. I really do. I also think they're serious about Shador, but I think they're even more serious about trading out of one. But I just don't know where they would go.
Is there speculation as to what position they're trading, or if they draft what's his name, Travis Hunter? What position are they drafting him, offensively or defensively?
Well, and see that's the problem, right? Because I think Travis is a better receiver than he is corner.
I
Not that
agree.
he's not a great corner.
I'd rather have him at receiver as well.
But I think he's just that good as a receiver. He's very fluid. But that's the problem, right? Because he wants to play corner, and that's it. He does not
wants
want
to play corner.
He just wants to play corner. He does not want to play both sides, and he does not want to play receiver.
Mm.
And so you really can't justify taking a corner at number one.
No.
You just can't do it. I mean, you could justify a corner in the top 5. You can't justify a corner at pick 1.
But yeah, I mean, even though he's saying that, do you think that they still wouldn't involve him on any offensive schemes or anything like that? Because I feel like, I don't know.
I mean, me personally, I would hope so. But the problem is he doesn't want to play it. So if you draft him, and you're saying, well, guess what, dude? There's going to be certain packages you're coming in and play receiver. You're going to go return punts, kickoffs. You're going to do a bunch of stuff. And he's just like, no, because now, within NFL, when you get to that level, a lot of those guys can dictate what they're going to do, right? I mean, just honestly, they do. They'll just say, no, I'm not doing that. Or, they'll hold out for contracts or whatnot. So, I mean, you could have I don't think he would. So I think the Titans would want that for sure, but I don't think they would. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen them trading, the move back. I saw one trade the other day to Jacksonville, and they get Trevor Lawrence, which I don't want that. That sounds horrible. They're really in a bad spot, man. I mean, this is probably the worst year to have the number 1 pick in terms of like quarterback talent, because who comes out next year, right? Arch. So It's just not a good year. I mean, you know who I think they take Finis?
Cam?
Yep,
Yeah.
I do. I don't want them to, but that's what they're going to do.
Would you rather have Cam or Shador?
Cam.
I'll be honest. I think the quarterback that's best suited to play on the Titans is Shador because he knows how to play without an offensive line. Just that alone, I think he'd be better. Assuming they still have offensive line problems.
I know.
I obviously think this GM's a lot more competent, and he's going to do the due diligence to get the offensive line fit. Without an offensive line, you can't pass the ball, you can't run the ball. So
I don't disagree. Fit. They are horrible up front. But also, to be fair, Cam Ward, that fits his style of play too. Because if you watch Cam Ward, if you watch his highlights, or if you just watch any of his games, yes, he stands in the pocket and delivers a good ball, but he's so much better when he's on the move.
Yeah.
I mean, he can and he's running back and forth and around. He can find people, dude. And he's very good on the move. Not that Shador's not either, but I think Cam's a little bit better in that aspect than Shador.
Okay. So you're saying Will Levis isn't the guy?
No, which is disappointing because I had all the stock into him this year, and I went to one game, dude. They played the Bengals, and yeah, he might be the worst quarterback I've ever seen play the game of football.
Will Levis?
Oh.
Yeah, dude. He just can't read a defense. Just cannot read a defense. Just cannot read a defense.
Yeah, think about it. He's a fan though, so he's gonna be 2 times harder.
He's very dramatic.
Marc, I don't think I'm being dramatic on this, bro.
Well, I watched the worst you've ever seen. I've seen ball
with my own eyes, like in person. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll give you in person.
Dude could not read a defense. He threw 3 picks in the first half, fumbled the ball. That's when they yanked him for the rest of the year. No, he's bad. He's just not good. Wow. He's not an NFL level quarterback. What's even worse is they moved up to get him in the second round a couple years ago.
Do you think we would have been better off keeping Tannehill?
I hate to say it. Yeah.
How much better?
They probably would have been 2 or 3 games better. Because you got to think about this. You got to think about there were several games that man did lose.
Levis or Tannehill?
Will Levis.
Yeah.
He lost in the game in Chicago. Remember, Chicago couldn't get the ball past midfield. Caleb Williams had like 80 yards passing that game. I feel like if Tannehill plays that game, probably the Titans win the game. He literally single-handedly gave Chicago the game on that pick 6. That horrible pick 6.
Yeah. I've never seen a pick 6 like that before in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like a shuffle pass.
They were up in the Bengals game I went to. They were up 14-7, playing pretty good defense. And he proceeds to throw 3 picks on 3 separate drives. I think they were 3 drives on a row. He just threw 3 picks. They lost to there was another the Jets. Remember, he had a horrible interception in that game.
Yeah,
that cost them the game. So yeah, I mean, they probably would have been 2-3 wins better.
All right, real quick before we wrap this up, question for everybody: if you could go back in time and speak to your younger self, what's advice or something you would tell? What's something you would tell your younger self?
Oh shit. Save.
Let's say you're going back to when you are 15.
I would say, because now I know, I'd say you're not going to be able to play college football. Give up playing football. Get your ass a job. Work. Save all that money. And by 2016 and 2017, invest in some real estate. Because guess what, buddy? It ain't gonna be that price ever again. You can houses are not gonna be $250K anymore, dude. They're gonna be like $450K.
That's facts.
If I knew, because like your circumstances are different. You went and played college athletics, right? That was the dream for me, right?
Yeah.
But I know that, and now that dream never happened. So if I could go back, I'd be like, dude, just quit.
Well,
playing.
You don't think if you told yourself, hey, as of right now, you don't make it, but do this, do that, and this, you don't think you could have gave
Hell
yourself
no.
advice to make it? You don't think you were close?
Hell no. Hell no, Finis. First off, I'm barely 6 foot, so I'm not gonna get any taller. I'm slow, I'm white, and I'm fat. There's
Nose guard.
nothing.
Nose guard,
Come on.
baby. You just
Come
gotta
on.
put on some weight. Get to 380. You good. Ain't nobody moving you, Mark.
Hell no. I was too short to play the position I was playing in high school. I wasn't fast enough to play, linebacker or whatever else. No, hell no, I wouldn't. I would have just told you what I just told you. I would have told myself, dude, just quit, work, save all your money. Don't spend a dime. Work towards getting a bunch of money that you can put a down payment on some piece of property somewhere or a house, something.
All right. Ethan?
That's a good answer. 15, that was only 4 years ago,
Oh,
So,
for you,
yeah.
you're to 10.
Oh, 10 years old?
Yeah.
Um,
Or maybe like 12. Like you're old enough to
Yeah,
understand the information you're giving.
I'd probably tell myself, just be easy on yourself. Give yourself the credit when you deserve it, and just keep helping other people. That's probably it. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna tell myself something and I'm gonna like immediately like, whoop. So
Yeah.
just help other people. That's it. I'm saying that for the camera, by the way.
Yeah, he's capping. All right. I think for me, first and foremost, it's for sure buy some Bitcoin.
Okay. There you go. It's all gonna be fun.
For mine, it's definitely just start investing, bro. I would tell myself, like, just start investing. There's a thing called Bitcoin. There's a thing called Shiba Inu. Because what? Oh, dude. 15. Oh, so like this is
I would have so many mutual funds, bro. It'd be unbelievable.
Bro, at that point when we were 15, bro, Bitcoin was like a fraction of a penny, bro.
Dude, you know how loaded you would be today?
Bro.
It was literally nothing.
I don't need an NIL. I am the NIL.
Yeah.
Type shit. But no, besides the investing thing, that, and I would probably tell myself that I don't want to say choose a different sport, because where I'm at now, if I could go back, I feel like I would choose either basketball or track to do collegiately. But I would be where I'm at. So part of me doesn't want to change that, but I would definitely sit myself down like, look, you have the tools, you know what you're doing, but everything I've done, I started late. Like if I was the size I am now when I played college ball, it probably would have been a different story. But I didn't start. Yeah. Like I knew I needed to eat and I was eating, but I wasn't counting calories then. Now I'm counting the calories type of thing. I work on plyos all the time. I did back then, but not to the extent I do now. I'd probably give myself like a handbook of giving the stuff I know now. Then I think it would have been like completely different in college.
Yeah. Speaking of your calories, how's the carnivore going?
Good, dude. I'm down 17 pounds.
Feel good? How much?
17.
How you've been 3 weeks now?
Yeah, I started. This is week 3.
I mean, you're already pretty ripped as it is, but can you notice like a little bit difference in your body?
I think so. I haven't set up the side by sides yet because I'm doing a vlog on my YouTube channel for it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm starting to notice like I was already lean, so I'm losing like 17 pounds. I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I losing? And I just feel like
you're just all fat, dude.
I'm just lean as shit right now.
Yeah,
I'm down to 198. It's the first time I've been under 200 in like 2
years.
It's
it's all fat, man. It's the
fat and water.
When I did it last year, when I did it for like 2 months, and I just remember, I lost 40 pounds in 2 months or whatever it was, and just like my body, I was still chubby, but like you could just see the definition coming back into my body from it. It's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it's been good. Because the first time I did this, it was terrible. Like I couldn't do it.
I'm sure.
I did. It was terrible. But yeah, dude, my knees are fantastic. I'm like, bro, I'm back dunking. Because like my knees got so bad, I could dunk, but my knees would hurt so bad, so I wouldn't. Yeah. Now I'm back to above, like literally like half my forearm above the rim now, just because I have no inflammation. Now I'm taking a shit
That's the
ton of
big
stuff.
thing, dude.
I'm taking a shit ton of supplements though. On my video I'm
Well,
doing for
it's
YouTube.
fine. I mean,
Yeah, my video I'm doing YouTube, I do all the stuff I'm also taking paired with the diet and exercise.
Yeah.
And I gotta like do a segment of the thing. But anyway, dude, no inflammation. My knees feel great. Yeah, dude.
you
I feel
just
good.
don't on that diet too, man. Any kind of inflammation or bloatiness, just gone.
Yeah.
It's just gone, dude. Now you
Yeah.
might not shit for a week, but
Dude, no, bro, I still shit once a day like normal. Bro, my shits are so smooth. Like, I literally, it takes me 2 minutes to shit. I sit on the toilet, it comes out as a solid log. And when I go to wipe, it's a ghost wipe because it's rock hard. So when I wipe, it's a clean wipe. I wash my hands, I'm done. Like,
That's a great feeling, right?
it's not watery. It's not like a hell of, sometimes you gotta wipe, you're wiping endlessly, like from eternity.
yeah,
Bro, it's one solid. It's a ghost wipe. Literally, you would think I went to go pee. That's how quick my shits are, dude.
yeah, it's
I
wild.
love it. It's so solid. It doesn't even leave streaks in the toilet.
But I'm the opposite, dude. I do it and I won't shit. I won't shit for days, dude.
That's
But I don't. But
concerning.
I'm not like constipated or anything. It's just my body's just not
Yeah, you're using the shit. No
right.
pun
It's
intended.
burning all of it, right?
Yeah,
Instead of the sugar, the glucose, all that other
yeah,
shit.
yeah. What we got? How when are you done? Because I know you started a couple weeks before me.
Oh, I'm not gonna be done for a while. I'm gonna carry this out. I'm gonna try to go. Like I have a little regimen that I do, and I do it with portion control too. So it speeds up my metabolism that much more. But
Yeah.
I go usually Monday through Friday straight carnivore, and then Saturday what I'll do is I'll not eat all day. I'll just do one meal, right? Which is usually dinner, and I'll make sure that even though I'm having a couple like carbs and shit, that it's not as much sugar based,
Right.
So
They're
the carbs
complex
are actually
carbs.
better.
Yeah. Right.
And so, but I'm always making sure my protein intake overrides my carb intake.
Right. Yeah.
One meal, but I eat whatever I want.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
And then Sunday's a mixed bag. Sometimes I'll just eat whatever I want, or I'll just say, all right, I'm gonna go back on the diet food. So, but Monday through Friday, I'm strict.
Yeah.
Carnivore. Nothing but chicken, steak, whatever.
Straight meat.
That's lit, bro.
Straight meat. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. My diet ends right as spring break starts, so it's perfect timing.
Yeah.
I think my last day is March 7th. I think that's a
Are you
Friday.
going somewhere?
No.
Oh.
To fucking Taco Palenque, give me a goddamn burrito. That's where I'm going.
Oh,
bro,
so you're quitting March 7th? Okay.
Oh yeah, mine's because March 7th will be 8 weeks.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's gonna you can eat the shittiest food, bro. You could eat McDonald's or whatever. And once you bite into like those, the hamburger bun or the tortilla, it's like the best thing you've ever ate in your fucking life.
Oh, I can't wait, bro. That weekend I'm going crazy. I'm going to Shipley Saturday morning and get me a dozen, and I'm gonna eat all those by myself. I'm going, bro. I'm gonna go crazy.
It's gonna go crazy.
After the diet, I'm doing a big bulk, so I'm trying to gain the weight because the purpose of me was not to lose weight, but I knew I was going to.
Yeah.
But by December,
you're
I'm trying to
get ketosis, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. By December, I'm trying to get up to 230. So we're gonna see how that works.
Well, let me tell you
won't
something.
happen, but
You could do it, and I think doing what you're doing is smart because here's the thing. With this diet, it's like they always say. This is why it's one of those things where you have to do it. If you want to keep the weight off, if that's your objective, you've got to keep doing it Monday through Friday at least or whatever. Because as soon as you start putting carbs and sugars back into your system, bro, you gain it double back and that. It's crazy how much you gain from like in a month or two. You might be able to hit 230 in about 4 months, dude. I'm not even joking.
Well, I don't know about that. I wasn't even close to that before I started, but
I'm telling you, dude, it's like it's an overdrive. once your body gets sugar and carbs back into it, it just goes nuts.
We'll see.
Well, at
Hopefully.
least that's with me. I can lose it fast, but I can also gain it just as fast back. So
Yeah. Well, all right, Mark, we'll get you going. We're getting ready to do an Uncle Strib. So this has been another episode of Guardian 615. Catch you guys next week.
peace.
I'm gonna chase my